The Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB convention to span 4 different locations in Sarawak. Premier Sarawak refrains from delving further into the PBB-PSB merger issue, and Sarawak government welcomes foreign oil and gas investments. These are the headlines for tonight. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, and you're watching TVS Nightline. The Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB, under the leadership of its President Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, is organising a convention spanning 4 significant locations in Sarawak this year. The convention's primary focus is to acquaint party members with innovative economic policies centered around renewable energy, the utilisation of renewable resources such as carbon and hydrogen-based economies, and sustainable waste management practices for energy production.
Antara perkara yang agak penting ialah mengenai dengan convention yang akan kita adakan pada tahun ini, iaitu pada 23 September di Kuching, 8 Oktober di Betong, 29 Oktober di Sibu dan 11 November di Miri. Konvensyen ini adalah satu konvensyen yang ada kaitan dengan perayaan 60 tahun Sarawak Merdeka. It is a special convention in conjunction with our 60th anniversary Sarawak tahun ini. Dan tema konvensyen ini ialah PBB, Trust, Kestabilan, Kemajuan dan Kemakmuran. Ini Sarawak.
Meanwhile, Abang Johari, who is also the Sarawak's premier, reiterated that the convention is closely related to the Gabungan Parti Sarawak's GPS approach, where PBB is the backbone and aligns with the policy under the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030.
Di antaranya ialah mengenai dengan perniagaan karbon, keduanya ekonomi hidrogen, ketiganya untuk memantapkan lagi alam sekitar menerusi ekonomi sekular ekonomi, di mana kita akan terus memberikan nilai dan menguruskan sisa-sisa waste management, iaitu waste management to energy.
He told this to reporters during a press conference after chairing a Parti Pusaka Bumi Putra Bersatu PBB Supreme Council meeting at the party's headquarters at Jalan Bako, Kuching on Friday.
In other developments, Sarawak's Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg chooses not to expand on PBB-PSB merger plans expected before December. The GPS Coalition Chairman and PBB's President reiterates the party's stance towards the matter as announced previously.
PBB stand is similar to GPS pun stand. GPS pun stand, I have announced it. It is between PDP and PSB. Nya nak collaborate, nya nak kerjasama. Let them lah. But PSB is not a member of GPS. What all this was stand was what we have discussed the other day. They want to talk, let them talk lah. Punya kerjasama, nya nyukung GPS. Sukung lah. Good lah. They sukung us. Nothing to do with the structure nya belum. December lagi lama lah. Anything can happen between now and December. Okay? That's why I don't want to comment, you see. If something dah baru, I comment.
Sarawak government welcomes foreign oil and gas investments. The Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Apeng, highlighted ongoing collaborations with Petronas and Shell in advancing the oil and gas industry within the region.
Jadi kita kerjasama siapa saja yang melabur di Sarawak. Tapi Shell ni dia dah lama. Sebab itu, when I was in London, I was with the head of Shell di sana. Of course, Shell will continue. Bermaknanya, Shell will continue to invest in Sarawak and Sabah waters. And they have announced it, I think. Today they have announced in the press release that they are committed.
Previously, the President and CEO of Petroleum Nasional Berhad, or Petronas, Tan Sri Tengku Muhammad Taufik Tengku Aziz, stated their continued collaboration with the Sarawak government to develop oil and gas resources.
ICATS University College has successfully produces livestock animal feed to assist Sarawak State Government in reducing import costs and enhancing food security. According to its Pro-Vice Chancellor for Industry, Community Engagement and Commercialization, Professor Dr. Kopli Bujang, this approach can reduce Sarawak's reliance on external imports, improve livestock quality, and better control animal food production.
Masalah utama adalah industri pemeliharaan haiwan di Sarawak adalah kos makanan import yang tinggi. Kita daripada ICAT telah berjaya mencipta bahan makanan daripada daun sagu, daripada rumput napier dan juga daripada jagung. Dan berat kambing yang kita uji naik 1 kilo setiap minggu dengan daging dengan protein yang tinggi dan juga bersifat haiwan lebih sihat.
Kopli told this to reporters after paying a courtesy call to the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg at Wisma Bapak Malaysia, Kuching on Friday. During the courtesy call, they also discussed the college budget application for 2024. Also present were the ICATS University College Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shahrin Ahmad Zaidi Ajrus.
Hilmi Othman was sworn in as the 8th Mayor of Kuching North City Commission DBKU on Friday. His appointment, which is set for a 2-year term, comes as a replacement for Datuk Junaidi Redwan, whose tenure concluded on August 31st.
The swearing-in ceremony took place before Sarawak Premier Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, witnessed by Secretary of Sarawak Government, Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki in Wisma Bapak Malaysia. During the brief ceremony, Abang Johari also witnessed the handover of duty by the former Mayor of DBKU, Dato' Junaidi Redwan, to Hilmi Othman. The former Deputy Mayor of Kuching South City Council, MBKS, who is Satok Branch Parti Pesaka Bumiputra Bersatu Deputy Chief, believed that his experience of serving MBKS for over 2 decades and under 4 different mayors would make it easier for him to navigate the DBKU administration. Also present were Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Seri Dr. Sim Kui Hian, who is also the Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, and Deputy Minister of Utilities and Telecommunications, Datuk Dr. Abdul Rahman.
The much-anticipated annual bamboo rafting event, Pedawan Raft Safari, is back and now open for registration. Organised by the Pedawan Municipal Council MPP, this year's event is set to embrace an international dimension, uniting participants from all corners of the globe for an unforgettable bamboo rafting experience.
Expressing enthusiastic support for the event, MPP Chairman C.R. Tan Kai, in a press release, calls out participants from all over the world to experience the unique beauty of Padawan. This year's Padawan Raft Safari will witness the competition of multiple categories, including open, kayak, hotel and tour, women's open, and government agencies. While also providing places for the participants to paddle, compete and connect, the event also promises an opportunity to create lasting memories, forge new friendship and challenge oneself amidst the picturesque surroundings of Padawan. For more details and to secure spots, the interested participants are encouraged to visit the official event website at padawanraft.com.
A water treatment plant is set to be built in the Muka division to meet the growing demands of the local residents. The Minister of Utilities and Telecommunications of Sarawak, Datuk Julaihi Narawi, in a statement, announced that the plant will be constructed in the same area as the existing Basong water treatment plant.
According to him, the current Basong plant produces 60 million litres of treated water daily. He stressed the importance of this new plant as it supplies a significant portion of the water demand in the Muka region, including the Muka, Balinggian, Kuala Balinggian, Dalat, Oya and Igan areas. Earlier, he visited the plant after attending the Sarawak State Level National Day celebration on Thursday.
The locally produced Tebus movie by VN Media Sendirian Berhad will be streamed on the leading American over-the-top OTT platform Prime Video starting from August 31st. Executive producer of the movie, Jason Chong, said that the opportunity to showcase Tebus on Prime Video, a platform under the prominent American multinational technology company Amazon, is considered a proud achievement for local films.
Chong stated that Prime Video screenings provide a pathway for local creators to showcase Malaysian culture on an international scale, a film shot in the land of Sarawak.
Saya dah jatuh cinta. Saya memang suka dengan the location, dengan the people, dengan the sense of welcoming yang saya dapat di bumi Sarawak ni. I appreciate it very much. Lepas tu dari sana barulah saya macam explore semakin banyak culture, semakin banyak ni sebenarnya. Then I discover that macam so many interesting people, culture and different. It's like a melting pot of everything. Yet apa yang I paling suka ialah I feel that macam Sarawak is like the true Malaysia. Dia bebas dari ada sentimen perkauman, tak ada isu yang sensitivity dari segi religion dan so on.
He said this during a press conference after the preview session of the Tebus movie at GSE, The Starling, recently. Chong highlighted that Tebus possesses a unique quality that encourages contemplation among its audience. The film Tebus narrates the story of Johan, portrayed by Eddie, a security guard who resorts to kidnapping Anna, played by Ahirin, the heiress of valuable items, to secure a heart transplant for his brother, Jalil, acted by Idan, on the black market. Driven by desperation, Johan commits this heinous act. However, his plans encounters unexpected obstacles when Anna's stepfather, Bakar, portrayed by Azhan, staunchly refuses to pay a single cent following the abduction.
Filem Tebus ni dihasilkan 100% di negeri Sarawak, iaitu di Kuching dan juga di sekitar Serian, dan ia adalah satu penghormatan dan kebanggaan untuk diri saya sendiri. Dapat juga akhirnya saya mencapai cita-cita saya untuk berlakon, menghasilkan drama atau filem di negeri Sarawak.
Tebus, based on the script by Sky Core, features Eddie Ashraf and Ahirin Ahirudin as the main leads. The film also stars Idan Aidan, Azhan Rani, J. Iswazir, and Marisa Yasmin.
We'll be taking a short break. Coming up next, Kembara Kenali Borneo expedition realizes Agong's wish to connect with Sabahan and Sarawakians, and series of car bomb explosions in Ecuador. Right here on TVS Nightline, stay tuned. Welcome back. The Philippines, Malaysia, Taiwan and Vietnam have rejected as baseless a map released by China that denotes its claim to sovereignty, including in the South China Sea. China released the map on Monday of its famous U-shaped line covering about 90% of the South China Sea, a source of many of the disputes in the world's most contested waterways, where more than 14 trillion ringgit of trade passes each year.
China's recent map displaying a U-shaped line extending 1,500 kilometers south of Hainan Island and overlapping the exclusive economic zones of several nations has raised concerns about territorial claims. China asserts that the line is based on historical maps, but it was not immediately cleared whether the latest map denotes any new claim to territory. This map differs from a previous version submitted to the United Nations in 2009, as it encompasses a larger geographical area and includes Taiwan. Malaysia's expressed concerns but emphasized the lack of binding authority over its territory. The Philippines calls on China to adhere to international law, citing a 2016 ruling against the line. Taiwan asserted its independence from China, rejecting any association with the People's Republic. Vietnam rejected China's claims based on the map, deeming them invalid under both Vietnamese and international laws. In response, China's foreign ministry defended its transparency regarding its territory and urged objective and rational discussion by relevant parties.
The Kembara Kenali Borneo embarks on a journey to fulfill the dream of His Majesty, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullahri Ayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah and the Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah to connect closely with the people of Sabah and Sarawak. Their Majesty's inaugural expedition along the Pan-Borneo Highway provides a unique opportunity for the public to engage with the royal couple.
The journey will commence from Tawau, Sabah and concluding in Teluk Melano, Sarawak from September 3rd to 13th, aims to create a unique experience with numerous planned programs and activities to engage with the people of both states, known for their rich customs, culture and tribal crafts. The journey will be escorted by Royal Malaysian Air Force Brigadier General Datuk Muhammad Zahari Yahya, with various programs set to take place throughout the journey.
Jadi kami berpendapat dengan kembara ini tuanku dapat merapatkan lagi perhubungan di antara rakyat dan perpaduan di Malaysia ini, especially dalam masyarakat kita yang berbilang kaum ini. Kami merasakan ekspedisi ini bolehlah atau memang akan merapatkan lagi perhubungan di antara rakyat satu Malaysia.
The expedition covers a distance of 2,154 kilometers along the Pan-Borneo Highway, connecting Sabah, Sarawak and Brunei.
Kebuah Duli Permaisuri juga telah menyatakan bahawa baginda juga ingin melihat kraf-kraf tangan. Jadi kalau kita melihat jalan yang telah dipilih itu, di KK ada kraf tangan, di Miri pun ada dan di Teluk Melano pun ada kraf tangan. Hasrat Tuan Kebuah Duli Tuanku Raja Permaisuri, beliau juga berhasrat untuk memasak di dua lokasi, iaitu di Lahad Datu dan juga di Rumah Panjang Raymond Plain Bintulu. InsyaAllah rakyat di kedua-dua tempat itu akan dapat merasailah hasil air tangan Kebuah Duli Tuanku.
The royal couple is scheduled to attend a dinner reception with the Sabah state government in Kota Kinabalu on September 6 and with the Sarawak state government in Kuching on September 12.
The government is wholeheartedly dedicated to facilitating the execution of the new Industrial Master Plan 2030, which necessitates an estimated total investment of 95 billion ringgit for over a 7-year period. Speaking at the plan's launch today, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim underscored that the bulk of this investment would originate from the private sector, mobilized through private equity, capital and financial markets.
Close to 10% be allocated by the government to help catalyze and incentivize these investments via the NIMP Industrial Development Fund and the NIMP Strategic Co-Investment Fund. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we celebrated Hari Kebangsaan with the theme Malaysia Madani, Tekad Perpaduan, Penuhi Harapan. I strongly believe that there is hope for a better, more dignified Malaysia. I'm also confident, inshallah, that the NIMP 2030 will help us fulfill that hope by providing the necessary guidance and clear direction for the development of the manufacturing sector to strengthen its position as a key driver to national economic growth and prosperity.
Hence, he said the NIMP will be implemented through a whole-of-nation approach that not only involves the government machinery, but also the private sector, working collaboratively to achieve the vision and goals. He also announced the formation of a dedicated National NIMP 2030 Council with the participation of relevant ministries and industry representatives. Anwar, who is also the finance minister, said public-private governance comprising of Delivery Management Unit, DMU, under the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, MITI, will be established to ensure timely and effective implementation. Anwar expressed confidence that the NIMP 2030 will help in the country's hope for a better, more dignified Malaysia by providing the necessary guidance and clear direction for the development of the manufacturing sector to strengthen its position as a key driver of national economic growth and prosperity.
Moving on to international affairs. Explosions rocked Ecuador's capital on Wednesday and Thursday. Authorities confirm no injuries from the blast and 6 individuals detained in connection to the incident with their identities still unknown.
Los indicios que hemos encontrado son 2 cilindros de gas con combustible, mecha lenta y aparentemente tacos de dinamita. Bueno, de acuerdo al lugar, antes en este edificio funcionaban las NAI y posiblemente sería esa la relación que tendría con el vehículo que fue en este momento dejado en el lugar a las 20 horas, producto de que hoy se realizaron varios traslados de privados de libertad a otros centros de rehabilitación.
Local police stated on X that the first explosion was at the former building of the country's prison agency, SNAI, which is now home to the Ministry of Women and Human Rights. In regards to the detainees, 4 of them has had previous records of extortion and kidnapping, and one of the suspects is a Colombian national.
Super Typhoon Saula, which triggered floods and landslides in the Philippines, has left at least 1 dead and displaced more than 387,000 people across the country. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said more than 21,000 are still in temporary shelters.
Saula grew into a super typhoon last Sunday, dumping heavy rain and severe winds in the main Luzon Island and central Philippines. The country continues to experience rain even after SARAWAK exited the country this week, with many areas flooded, including Metro Manila. Meanwhile, the State Weather Bureau said severe tropical storm Haikui, which intensified into a typhoon on Friday, it's enhancing the southwest monsoon and threatening to dump more rain over the weekend. The Bureau last spotted Haikui 785 kilometers northeast of Batanes province, blowing westward at 20 kilometers per hour, packing 120 kilometer per hour winds and gusts up to 150 kilometer per hour. Haikui is the 8th typhoon to lash the archipelago country this year. The Bureau added that another severe tropical storm, Kirogi, is also approaching.
Meanwhile, Hong Kong braced for the arrival of Super Typhoon Saola today as authorities issued the highest typhoon warning, bringing the city to a standstill with most businesses, school and the stock exchange shut. According to weather forecaster, 3 tropical cyclones have formed in the Northwest Pacific Ocean and South China Sea, with Saola and Haikui already labeled typhoons, while Kirogi, the most distant from land, still classified as a tropical storm.
Chinese authorities have warned that the typhoon Saola could be one of the 5 strongest typhoons to hit Guangdong since 1949. The typhoon, with winds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour, is approaching the coast of eastern Guangdong and may make landfall by Friday night or Saturday morning. The region is bracing for heavy rain, violent winds, and significant rise in water levels, which could lead to serious flooding. In response to the approaching typhoon, the government has ordered the closure of all schools in Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou on Friday. Despite it being the first day of the term for many students, shoppers rush to stock up on fresh food and vegetables in Hong Kong, with many items selling out. Cathay Pacific, the city's flagship carrier, announced the cancellation of all flights in and out of Hong Kong on Friday and Saturday. Meanwhile, Typhoon Haikui is also approaching Taiwan and is expected to make landfall in the northern part of the island on Sunday before heading towards the southeastern Chinese city of Fuzhou.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that is all the updates for TVS Nightline tonight. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.
Things were